Hello, welcome to another Taekwondo for Fitness online class. On the spot, tryouts, yeah. Just to recap, walking stance. You have here your leg on the line, 30 degrees, 1 foot, 2. That's a walking stance. Just walking. It's like when you're walking. The long stance, again on the line, 30 degrees, 1 fist in the middle, 1 foot, 2, 3, 4 and half. This is the long stance, called also up kubi, front leg bend. Tweet kubi means back leg bend. So up kubi is front leg, 70% of the weight is at the front. I show it also from the side. 30, 1 fist, 1, 2, 3, 4 and half. Up kubi sogi. Sogi are stances. I think I mentioned it already last time. So if you have the feeling your suit what you are wearing, for example a dobok with a belt, if you think you are kind of in a messy state, you are not tying your belt in front of the instructor. Why not? Because it's disrespectful. You are not doing it. So you are turning your face around. Of course, you need to ask for permissions, because if there's a large group of people and you just suddenly turn around, remember, this is an army sport. What is happening in the army if you are doing different things what you are not supposed to do? Yes, you are getting told off. Yeah. So we don't want this. Try it? Come here. So I'll move a little bit further. Oh, let's see. Let's do some little Taekwondo preschool again. So change into Jumbi. Remember, close stance, ready stance, 1 foot distance. So Moa sogi, Narani sogi, and horse riding stance, Juchum sogi. 2 feet, 1, 2. So let's start with horse riding stance and lounge punch. Remember, the wrists are rotating. We have 4 points. 1 point is here, other side, and here in shoulder area. These are 4 important points. So example, when I want to punch, so I just leave out the guided arm. If I want to punch with my left hand, the wrist is rotating and comes to the front in direction solar plexus, the center line. And when I use my other arm as well, I have a guided arm and an executing arm. It's all happening simultaneously. And when it is faster, so I start counting soon. Anna, dual, set, net, double punch. Hannah, dual, set, triple punch. Hannah, dual, set, net. Now we are doing something else. So we are learning the inner block. So I bring my left arm up and I slowly bring it to the front. So look at my arms. So my executing arm will change into a guided arm where the next technique is coming. So the guided arm changes into an executing arm, and also in the other way around. Do it first slowly. When you look at me, you see my fist is ending up in the center line. It's not going there or standing here, it goes in the middle. Because imagine somebody is holding his fist there, so you want to block it out. Hana, dual, set, net, dasot. Now maybe a more difficult one. So let me try to explain it with the transition points. We have 4 points. So one arm is moving back. So my thumb is pointing in the shoulder. So it's moving back. And the other one is going up. It starts here and it goes up. So you will see a rotation. So we are not, the good thing is, if you do this roll, you put your fist here, it's pointing out. When you're moving your arm up, you will see that it will be there. So I leave it here. You see? Out. The wrist is rotating. With here, when I move it back, it's pointing in. When I bring it back, it's out. The thing is, so it's just for demonstration. The thumb goes back, but it's for you to explain your wrist needs to rotate when you are doing the techniques. Also here, when you do the punch, you see? It's not working like this. It's wrong. Only rotation is generating power. So let's go back to the high block. One here, one there, pointing in. So one arm goes up in rotation and the other one goes back. And it basically looks like this. So let's do it again. In the shoulder, outside, and so one you pull back and the other one just goes up. That you have 4 points, to here, to there. And the techniques are starting and ending in these different points. It takes time to get used to it, but if you are getting it right, you can apply it to whatever techniques you are doing. If it is a strike, if it is a punch, if it is a block. It takes time to get used to it. Everything requires practice. Repetition is the key. So let's go back into horse riding stance. High block. Hana. You can even do it slower. And dual. Set. We are using also hips movement. The important thing is one fist is in the middle. So you have one fist here between, because if it is too close, so you are easily getting hit. So give some space. High block, high block. There are dozens of videos out there. So no worries. You will continue perfectioning the techniques over time. Let's do it a couple of times. High block, Hana, dual, set, net, dasot, yasot, ilgop, yodel, and baro. Yeah, the basics are the foundation in Taekwondo. If you cannot master the basics, you will fail. You will not earn higher grades or not even a black belt. It takes time. The standards are different across the different clubs. So everybody learned it a little bit differently. So let's start kicking. We are starting with the front kick, up chuggy, kick to the front and up chuk. So we are kicking with this area of the foot. So remember what I said last time. If this guy here in front of me would have his legs apart, I could go with the top of the foot. But when the instructor says do up chuggy, then you are not kicking with the top part of the foot, you are kicking with the back. So like this. And the shape of the foot makes a difference. So you need to look in the direction where you are kicking. If you are doing techniques or performing pumse, if you are not looking in the direction where you are kicking, it's all deduction. Big deduction. And kick. Hana. Duel. Always stay guarded to protect yourself. Keep kicking. Start low. And kick higher. Hana. Duel, set, net, dasot, yasot, igop, yodel, ahop, and yodel. Let's do the turning kick. So in the turning kick, with every kick you do, or most of them, you bring first your knee up. So up chuggy, first step, knee up, stretch out, bring it back and put it down. Same with the turning kick. You bring first your knee up, you turn to the side, stretch out and bring it nice and controlled back. So up, turn your hips, kick and to the side. When I'm punching Bob, the foot, what is standing on the ground, it needs to turn. If it is not happening, you will hurt yourself over time. Cool. So I will show you also when I'm kicking higher. The knee goes up. The higher you can bring the knee, it's more likely that the kick will be going higher. So, kick on the side, but foot turns. So do it each time, 5 times on each leg. Hana. And duel. And set. And net. And dasot. And yasot. And igop, yodel, ahop, and yodel. And now, let's try a little bit higher. So, hana, duel, and set. If you are not getting that high, no worries, do it nice and controlled. Hana. And duel. Set. Net. Dasot. And yasot. Let's go a step a little bit further. We do a reverse version of the turning kick. So I bring one foot, I turn around and I kick. 1, 2, 3. Do it nice and carefully. So we are still with Taekwondo preschool. So 1, 2 and turning kick. When you are comfortable with the procedure, you will just do it in one go. But we are not there yet. So do it first step by step to get kind of comfort in the routine. If you are ready, you will go for it. So we will basically turn your face back to the class. Child, come here. Excellent. Well done.